Now, I'm not a political person, but for those who sit there and say, well, I regret voting for Donald Trump and I voted him for da 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 da, the damage is done. What do you want us to do? You guys were so hell bent on immigration and all this other stuff, and we need it to be great again. And now look who's suffering. You got Minneapolis that's going through stuff. You literally have people that can't get jobs. They're taking away all the funding, and you thought that voting for this man was going to do something for you. Yet y'all come in my comments talking about the rhetoric, the rhetoric, the rhetoric, the rhetoric. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all couldn't be this stupid. Y'all couldn't be this stupid. Y'all couldn't be this stupid. Think about it. You didn't like Obama because Obama actually stood for something. Did he actually do everything right? Probably not. But guess what? The majority of us young people, especially the millennials, the younger millennials, when Trump was in office, we were in school. So we didn't really know, school almost getting ready to graduate, some of us. So we didn't have all the other stuff where, people were just saying all this other stuff about him and stuff. In 2016, and I'm telling you, you guys owe Cat Williams so much money for what he said, right? Y'all thought he was crazy. Y'all thought he was an idiot. Y'all thought, oh, Cat Williams was crazy. Oh, Cat Williams just being Cat. He was just doing this stuff. Cat Williams said this stuff in 2007. Y'all didn't want to believe it. He was saying this stuff in 2007, and two people passed away. Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson within those years. After 2007, 2008, Barack Obama becomes president, 2009. Then here goes Michael Jackson passes away. Then here comes 2010, 2011, 2012. Whitney Houston dies. Literally before 2016 even came, Cat Williams was the biggest one saying, you guys think it's not going to happen. He said it in his Great America tour. That's what he said. Not Make America Great, the Great American Tour. He literally said there's a flu out there that's going to start making everybody sick. A flu out there. What ended up happening in 2020? COVID. Was he wrong about that? Then he said that people are going to be in concentration camps. What's going on right now with ICE? Not concentration camps, but they're detention centers. He has said this stuff years before he knew, because the elite always knows first, right? So for you guys to sit there and say, we were held down for Trump, we were down for Trump, we knew Trump was going to do this. You guys wanted immigrants out of the United States so bad, you didn't even care about the consequence. Now that he's coming after y'all's family, now it's a problem. It was a problem way before. It was a problem way before. Don't just wait until Renee Good and all these other people get killed for you guys to realize, or unalived, I should say, for you guys to realize this man is a ridiculous leader. He's ridiculous. He sat there and went against NATO. NATO is a part of our allies. Why would you sit there and listen to a dude that probably didn't pay attention in school? You guys were so mad about the Obamas. You rather have a dude that's a convicted felon, his wife that was dang near a prostitute, to run our country. This is what you're telling kids to be? Are you goofy? Are you goofy, bro? Mass incarceration. Everybody going through stuff. I ain't never seen a generation where people literally have to sit in the house like we're Diary of Anne Frank. We ain't Austria. We ain't Germany. This ain't the Jews versus the Nazis. What are y'all doing? But it explains when you have a guy from Germany to run your ICE raid, right? He was supposed to get rid of the people that were here illegally doing illegal stuff. Not saying every immigrant was illegal. Everybody wasn't illegal. Are you joking, right? So y'all thought it was a joke when we were talking about Black Lives Matter and people were getting shot. No, it's different. Everybody was getting shot and all this other stuff. That was the beginning. It should have been taken serious with Trayvon Martin. It should have been taken serious with Michael Brown. It should have been taken serious when our community was telling you, the Native American people were telling you, everybody in their community was warning you, white people, and you now want to sit there and cry and say you regret stuff. The damage is done. Nobody feels sorry for you guys. Y'all are losing white people by the dozen, and it's your fault because you guys voted for an orange slice that doesn't have the capacity to run this country. But you got so angry with Joe Biden, right? Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that, Joe Biden this. Was he assassinating people? He gave a stimulus packet to Ukraine because a country that Trump was sitting there in alliance with was literally bombing their community and was funding them because he felt sorry for what they were going through. Nobody said that it was right to give it to the... Do you think it's right to just bomb people just because you have the choice? Wait until you realize what 9/11 really was. That it wasn't those terrorists. It was actually your government that did that stuff. But you don't want to listen to that stuff. You don't. You just want to listen to a bunch of people on CNN and all these other places lying to people. And we sit here and tell these kids in school, never will forget. You guys were the reason why that trade center went down. You explained to those families that it was your government that allowed it. Not nobody else. We didn't have no terrorist attack. We had people that were being paid by other elite folk to bomb folk. That's what y'all did. Y'all don't want to talk about that. It's always conspiracy. Ain't nobody conspiracy theorists. This is what y'all do. Y'all pay people to do the dirty work, and then you want to say it's these immigrants when it was really you. Yeah, you politicians, all y'all folk that think that don't nobody know who you are. Don't get me started. Have the audacity to keep on saying the narrative. You don't even know how to spell narrative, let alone be real. Yes, it's actually happening. You don't have a right to say anything to anybody. You guys are just unaliving people because you feel like you have the right to. And these are Christian people, not just Republican, Christian people that think it's okay to just kill people. What is this, the Bible times? You don't just get to slaughter people in the name of God just because you think you have the audacity to. Who are you? Now families have to sit there and go give GoFundMes just to bury their family members. What are y'all doing? Y'all don't have a right to give anybody any advice on anything. And now I want to sit there on Instagram talking about, I feel bad. I did this. I did that. This is your fault. You have to sit with that, not us, because we didn't vote for him. We knew what type of person he was when he said what he said on Oprah Winfrey. He was the one in the 80s that literally said, the Republican people are so backwards. Wasn't that what his words were? He told Oprah that. Oprah Winfrey on her show that they were like that. But that's y'all's president that y'all voted for. Now you regret it. It's too bad now. You don't have a right to sit there and try to act like, oh, it's not my fault. It's all these other things. Everybody's doing stuff. We're just running with the rhetoric. No, you created that. You hated your neighbors so bad. Now they're getting unalived in the system. I'm not going to sit there and keep saying that, oh, it's this. You're going to get sick of me because it's supposed to be. You guys are the reason why the nation is in the turmoil that it's in, not us. We didn't do nothing to anybody. Half of us are going to school, going to work, taking care of our business. This is your guys' fault. The ones that don't know how to sit there and mind your business and stop telling us and harassing us in the street and giving us tickets for no reason. It's your people's fault. Now that your people are getting bust down in the street like us back in the day, now everybody wants to sit there and feel bad. It's your fault. Didn't nobody tell you to vote for this man? We warned you. You didn't want Kamala Harris because she was married. No, let's talk about it because we want to sit there and talk about all these other things. You didn't like her because she was a black woman, light-skinned black woman that was married to a white man. Tell the truth. You didn't like the fact that she couldn't have children. Tell the truth. You didn't think that she was fit enough to run this country because you didn't think a woman could run this country because that's what y'all think. And then you have the nerve to sit there and and even speak out out to people and say these irrational things about the Obamas just because you can't handle that black people can actually do better than you. That's the problem. You don't like it. You don't like that somebody actually can be more intelligent than you are, can be stronger than you in athletics, can actually run this country better than you. You hate that so bad that you voted for a tyrant and a prostitute for a first lady. That's what you voted for. A tyrant and a prostitute. She has pictures where she's laying up with women, and that's your first lady. She ain't got no education, can barely speak English, but this is this one person. Now, did I think it was right for people to say that they wanted to unalive and grape his wife? No, because that's not right. But this is what y'all do. Y'all want to be famous so bad, it's ridiculous. You voted for an idiot in office. He's literally erasing history. Where's the Black Caucus at? Y'all ain't doing shit. If you don't know who the Black Caucus is, it's a group of people that were organized to, and read about it and you'll know something about it. NAACP ain't doing nothing about this stuff. Y'all just sitting on your knees like we don't know what to do. You guys are weak. And you want to sit there and talk about these younger generations. We're looking to you to fix the problem. You don't care. You like your little cushy job. You like your little other stuff. It's ridiculous. You sat there and let Israel do all this stuff to Gaza and all these other places in Palestine. Now we're going through it. Now all of a sudden I regret Donald Trump. Are you kidding me? Now, I'm not saying Israel is a problem. I don't know everything about Israel. I can't speak on Israel because I haven't read up on it. I have to read on it. I have other things to read now, okay? But it's ridiculous how much the system has made it manifest that this man is going to literally destroy this world, and you guys just sitting there letting it happen. But you keep wanting to sit there and say you're so brainwashed to believe that these people are right. You're more racist than the Nazis in Germany. You can't say nothing about folks in Germany. You guys are freaking racist. You hate people so bad to tell you about yourself. You guys would rather fight me in the comments about stuff than tell the fucking truth, man. You voted for a rapist, and he's a part of Epstein's files. Are you serious? Can it get any worse? You don't see Obama in none of that stuff. He might have had some things. He might have said some things. He might have did some things. You don't see nobody sitting there talking about how Trump allegedly was giving Bill Clinton oral transactions. Nobody's wanting to talk about that, though. So this is the same man that don't like gay people, don't want them to have rights, and don't want people to have free anything, but he gave somebody a blowjob. Are you serious? He doesn't like black people, but he hires them in the office. He doesn't like anybody, but he hires these people, haven't gotten a stimulus check yet. But y'all said that the prices were going to go down. Now the prices are so down, people have to go get stuff. And not because there is a storm coming out, but it's because we're so afraid of ice, we don't even want to come outside. You literally baited a 5-year-old to bring out his family so you could arrest them illegally without a jurisdiction or whatever, out of your jurisdiction, first of all. Didn't even have the common sense to get a warrant with an authorization, because nobody's authorizing this stuff. Who's authorizing it? Nobody. Trump might be authorizing it, but dang. And then to find out ICE's bonus is $42,000. What's a regular person's bonus? Literally $2,500. Not even that. Probably just not even that. You want us to believe, and then have the nerve, and see, this is the crazy thing. Y'all have the nerve to sit there and yell at people about tax dollars. We're paying high taxes for these people just to kill Americans, basically. But it's a narrative. It's a narrative. Y'all want to fight me in the comments about it's a narrative. This is what your president that you voted for, that y'all regret so bad, that y'all don't want to sit there and take responsibility for. This is your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault that we are in this situation. Everybody that had all these things to say about black people and all the other people, it is your freaking fault. It's your fault. You don't have a right to sit there and talk to anybody like this and make them feel like they're this small. But you guys wanted that, though. You guys are accusing us. You're judging us. But you guys wanted that though. You didn't want to secretly tell anybody that you didn't want people to have the rights for anything. You didn't want nobody to know that. You guys wanted the Nobel Peace Prize so bad. That's how bad you are taking down the truth, because you want everybody to know that you guys hate us so bad. You hate us. Now it's backfiring and they're getting rid of your people. So now what are y'all going to do? Not just black people, not just Asian people, not just anybody, white people. So what are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to continue to keep doing this stupid rhetoric where you think it's okay to keep judging people? Y'all think this is cool? You think this is cool? You think it's cool? You think it's appropriate? Seriously. Answer the question. Come to the chat. Literally do a live with me and argue it with me and see how bad you're going to miserably fail. You guys don't want to deal with the fact that you hate people so bad that you would rather watch them get shot like it's Al-Qaeda. Can't blame Iran for this. Can't blame it. You can't blame Israel for this. You can't blame Afghanistan for this. You can't blame Pakistan for this. You are the blame for why America is falling down. Always in other countries' business, yet we're suffering. Typical American people. That's what we do. Typical. We don't take care of our kids. We don't take care of what we need. We don't take care of none of this stuff, but yet y'all want to keep spreading this rhetoric. And you want to fight me in the comments because I'm telling the truth. That you would rather see another person get unalived in the street than take care of the fact that we need to get this man out of office before he makes us turn into having World War III. Y'all don't care. Y'all want this stuff to happen. That's what you secretly want, but you don't want nobody to know. Really. It's sad. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I hope y'all satisfied for your decision in voting for Donald J. Trump, a man who doesn't like anybody.